Hello Cancer, welcome to your mid-December reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you. Your wisdom of the oracle is here and now. Now this reading will hold true from the 15th to the 31st of December, and it is technically the last reading of the year. This is a general reading, of course, as always, and you will need to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Please be open and unbiased to these energies. Your oracle of the mystical moments is Listen. Now, this is a new deck that I got just yesterday, and I will have to refer to the book for your translation. Let's get you a quick moonology before we move forward. In your tarot, I will be looking at your general energy, love, as well as career. Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Some of you may be on the cusp. But all right, let's get into it. Here and now. Number 32, which adds to a 5. 5s talk about change, accepting change, and just being in the flow, not resisting it. It talks about being fully present in the moment and living one day at a time. It's very similar to the energy that Gemini got, chop wood. Or was it Taurus? Anyway, I don't remember. But I think now is the time for you to know that only this particular moment in time counts. Living day to day, moment to moment, okay? And being in the present. Because you see, we have past and future right here on these signposts. And she's sitting here on this little egg with a window which talks about opportunities. It talks about letting the light in. And there's a little flag which says you are here. So this card is asking you to embrace where you are right now. And you know what is so funny? I had a conversation with my best friend yesterday. And she's a Cancerian. I'm a Cancer as well. And this is exactly what she told me. We need to start living in the present. I'm getting goosebumps, but I think this is a time for all of us to realize that this very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life, and to trust that and to have faith in that power. Lovely. All right. Listen, let me grab my book. This is the card on the front of the book. But let me get to it. Hang on a minute. All right. Now, this talks about mindfulness, sensitivity, empathy. This young woman with closed eyes and a knowing smile is rooted in the earth. Her hair has transformed into the roots of the plants above her. You can tell the woman is aware of her surroundings. She is connected to the voice of nature. She can listen to the growing plants beneath the ground. She is an integral part of her world. She understands the sorrow and worries of the environment. She also knows the song of nature's pleasure. Beautiful energy. Being grounded, being connected. Some of you may need to work on your root chakra. You may need to ground yourself and stabilize yourself and be one with nature. If you're into crystals, I would highly recommend moss agate or tree agate. And it's funny that we have this card because I just bought a ton of those yesterday. Because I feel like as water signs, we can be very Neptunian in our energy. We can be very fluid, very emotional, very sensitive. And it's usually our heart and throat chakras which are very active. But when it comes to that earthiness, that grounding force, I feel like sometimes we go without it. We start lacking it to an extent because we're so free-flowing, like I said. So now would be a great time to start balancing your root chakra. And even if you don't believe in meditating, I would highly recommend go take a walk in nature. Because that's going to make you one with nature, with Mother Earth. You know, instead of just floating about life. Because a lot of us live in skyscrapers and big cities, and we barely get to see patches of raw land. You know what I mean? So find a park near you if you can. If restrictions are not ridiculous in your area, I would highly recommend you go take a walk in nature and sit under a big oak tree if you can find one. and nothing will ground you better than that. All right, confidence is your key to success. That card speaks for itself. But we shall see what this could be regarding. Now, I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, and I had to see the movie yesterday in order to decipher the cards better. This is the only Christmas deck I could find, to be very honest with you. But then I realized it's quite perfect, because December is the last month of the year, and these are the last 2 weeks that I'm reading for. It's a great time to do shadow work. It's a great time to let your wounds resurface, heal them, heal that pain, and leave that baggage behind, so you can jump forward into 2022 without anything holding you back. Okay, let's get you 3 cards for your general energy. We have 4. Oh wow, we have 5. I will have to take them. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the Death card. I love seeing that. We have the Star, and we have the 2 of Pentacles. Beautiful. I love this. It's great to have these cards in your general energy, especially at this point in the year. Let's get you 3 cards for career. You're getting a lot of cards, Cancer. The Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the Magician. Nice. Let's get you 3 cards for love. All right, we have the 4 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Let me get your clarifiers out while I decipher this. Now, with the Queen of Cups, that is you showing up to your reading. It represents Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. 7 of Pentacles talks about having invested in something and waiting for the results to surface. The Death card talks about something coming to an end. It could be a way of thinking, it could be a career path, it could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, it could be a friendship, it could be anything. Something is coming to an end and transforming into something that will actually serve you. And the Star, not losing hope, knowing there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And this is my favorite card in the deck. It represents Zero, Jack's dog, ghost dog, but he's adorable. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords. You know what I said about grounding yourself? I feel like right now is the time to not only ground yourself, but to embrace every single element in your chart. Because the King of Swords is somebody who relies on logic, someone who relies on information and facts in order to make sound decisions. It is the card of the logical entrepreneur, the businessman, somebody who is not afraid to speak their truth and set boundaries where they are due. So even though you are showing up as yourself, as your authentic self, as the Queen of Cups, I feel like you are also going to be tapping into that very mental, air-oriented energy, that Mercury energy. And Mercury is actually entering Capricorn on the 13th of December. I'm recording this maybe on the 11th, I think. What is today? 11th, yeah. So I feel like once Mercury goes into Capricorn, and Venus is going retrograde in Capricorn as well for 2 months. So I feel that a lot of us are going to be relying on logic to make decisions. I'm not saying that we wear our hearts on our sleeves, no, because we all have all the elements in our chart. Except unfortunate ones like me who have a Pisces moon and a Cancer sun. So I am Neptune all the way. But it's very difficult for me to kind of, rely on my mind more than my heart. But with Mercury entering Capricorn, I feel like boundaries are a must at this time. We do have the holiday season coming up, and though it is a great time to celebrate and to spend time with friends and family and the people that you love, I feel like sometimes people start taking advantage of the holiday spirit. And start digging their noses where they are not welcome. You know what I mean? That's the energy I'm getting, of still having love for the people you love, but kind of putting a wall up when it is needed. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, let's just get one card for this. The Empress. Yeah. It's like juggling. It's juggling between putting in the work to make something grow and juggling between looking at the future. It's that here and now energy. It's that, okay, I've put so much work in the past. I want this to grow into a beautiful oak. You see how the signs are all kind of coming together. Anyway, how I want this to grow into that beautiful tree in the future. And juggling between being patient and being impatient. Very simply put. Let's clarify the Death card and see, and then we'll get a bridging energy. Oh my God. Cancer. There is massive transformation happening for us. Massive. And I love to see that. Let's get a bridging energy. I am so curious about Death. Clarifying Death. There's no need to be afraid of the Death card. Cancer. It's a beautiful card to get, especially at the end of the year. And we have the Six of Wands. Success. You see the butterfly. We all know about metamorphosis. We all know about that caterpillar dying technically to turn into a beautiful butterfly. And the Death card with the Empress right before it. Don't look at the placement of the cards. Look at the energy. It's knowing that you have put in the work to grow, to blossom. And a part of you needs to die off. It's like a snake shedding its skin. It needs to shed that skin in order to transform into something truly powerful and beautiful. I love this reading. Oh my God. Clarify the Star, please. The Chariot, you're showing up again. Cancer, this has been one of the best readings I have done for you so far. I am not even lying. I haven't been doing YouTube videos for very long, but this reading is intense in the most beautiful way. You are being very honest with yourself. You're being very truthful about who you are and walking away from things that don't serve you anymore. Knowing there is a light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that things will eventually work out in your favor, and knowing where self-care is needed, knowing that you need to head towards or head away from something that does not serve you anymore. Letting that part of you die off, or letting whatever relationship that is to die off. Take it how it resonates. But there is massive transformation happening. Massive. Beautiful. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, they've been popping up a lot for all the signs. And to be very frank with you, I'm welcoming these energies. As should you. Because the tens represent endings and new beginnings. And if there is any time to get these energies and deal with them, is now, the last 2 weeks of the year. 2021 has been awful for the entire world. We need to come to terms with what we've been through, know that those things have changed us to an extent, but still move forward, knowing that good things lie ahead, having that faith, and then in turn creating your own reality on the basis of that. Wow. The Page of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Cups. Let me get all the clarifiers out and then I will talk about it. The Two of Cups, clarifying the Five of Cups. Interesting. The Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the Magician. So like I said, with the Ten of Swords, it's that ending, the ending of a very painful situation. It could be that some of you were unemployed, or you lost your jobs, or maybe you weren't bringing in as much profit as you used to. We did go through a global pandemic, and yeah, I mean, it's been very, very difficult for a lot of people. But with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you are not letting that hold you back. The Queen of Swords is someone who has been through it, who's been through all the pain in the world. But there's no gender in tarot, just take the energy with you. She doesn't let anything hold her back. She stands in her truth, she stands in her power, she stands in her integrity. And she is authentic. Okay? with the Page of Wands clarifying the Ace of Cups, I feel like there could be something beautiful coming your way. That's a very typical thing for a tarot reader to say, but aces represent new beginnings. And the Ace of Cups represents a new beginning towards something that will bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. And as a Cancer, I'm pretty sure, so I mean, a lot of you can be in corporate jobs, right? But I feel like you put in your heart and soul in what you do. Because as a Cancer, you feel everything. And if you don't feel content in what you do for a living, I feel like it won't be sustainable for you. You'll always be looking for the next thing that'll bring you that emotional completion. But I feel that maybe right now with Sagittarius season upon us, it's a good time to venture out of your comfort zone. That's what the Page of Wands does. The Page of Wands is someone who is not afraid to explore new territories, new areas, new career paths even. Maybe there is a untapped talent that you maybe haven't thought about in years. Maybe tap into that again. Maybe it has more potential to be a successful career path now than it did maybe earlier. Okay. Now, Five of Cups, Two of Cups. Whatever sorrow, because, okay, I don't have my Rider-Waite with me, but the original Five of Cups is represented by a hooded figure. A hooded figure who is crying with his head in his hands, okay? And he's looking at 3 cups that have spilled in front of him, all right? But there are 2 cups that are standing behind him, and he's not looking at them. It's that glass half empty analogy. And what is very interesting is that we have the Two of Cups right here. The 2 cups that he didn't look at. Because he's only crying about the 3 cups that he's lost. This is telling me that there is something that you're not looking at. Something that you are not being grateful for. Okay? Something that will bring you the joy and the happiness that you are looking towards. But you're just upset about what you are lacking. The number 1 rule for manifestation is to look at the positives, and not just look at the positives but feel the positives, because the universe will match your vibrations and your energy. The universe doesn't care about what you say or write. If you feel it, the universe will bring it. And if you're going to be in that mentality of lack and not appreciate the 2 cups that you have, the universe is going to keep bringing you empty cups. But once you appreciate these 2 full cups, the universe is going to bring you a million more. You know what I mean? With the Magician being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, you have that power. And honestly, I didn't even see the Magician when I was talking about manifestations. You have all the tools in your belt. And I think one of the biggest tools is your resources and your talent. Because Pentacles in general talk about that earthiness that I was speaking about earlier, about that root, about that stability, about knowing exactly what you need to do in order to create that stable life for yourself. And your resources could be time, energy, money, whatever. Tap into that. Tap into the fact that you have all the time in the world in order to achieve success. There is no shortcut. You will have to take risks, but sometimes those risks might fail. But knowing that you are okay taking your time to build that stable foundation for yourself is what is going to guarantee sustainability. All right. Lovely reading. And like I said, there is transformation happening. And a major part of your career spread is talking about being grateful for what you have and building on it. And not just waiting for the next big thing to come about. Because you are the next big thing. You are going to make it happen for yourself. No one else can. All right. So focus on what you already have and build forward. Now, love. 4 of Cups. Boredom. Dissatisfaction. Not looking at something because it's not worth it. Hanged Man. Changing your perspective about something. And the Knight of Cups. An offer. Let's clarify. Ooh. King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, right next to each other. That's lovely. See, you see how you have so many pentacles coming about? This is that guidance that I was giving you to tap into that root. All right, the King of Pentacles. Let's see. Why is the Hangman here? Then I will bridge these energies to see the Hierophant. Major Arcana galore. Knight of Cups. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. That is stunning energy. The High Priestess. What did I say? Wow. How many major arcana are you going to get, Cancer? This is beautiful. Okay. There may be a particular energy around you or coming your way that may not be what you were hoping for. You may feel like this person isn't as stable and grounded, sorry about that, as you would want them to be. It's an offer that is not deep-seated in traditionality. But once you stop looking at the facts on paper, and once you start trusting your gut and your intuition, I think you will realize that shifting your perspective and focus right now is necessary, because this particular person is coming about with an immense amount of stability and traditionality and commitment. It's amazing how we have the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. That is abundance, love, generosity, commitment in its highest form, Cancer. Okay. I feel that sometimes we've been hurt in the past. We've been hurt so bad that that just becomes our love language. We start relating love to pain and we start expecting it. And when something truly stable comes about, we don't see it. We feel like, no, there's a catch somewhere. There's no catch here. I don't know who this person is. We have Pisces, Taurus, Leo. Doesn't have to be any one of these signs. We have Pisces twice. But I feel like whoever this is, you need to shift your perspective. And they might not be your usual type, but Cancer, maybe that's a good thing. Because as a Cancer myself, I know we attract toxicity. It just finds us. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it does. And when something truly wonderful comes about, we don't see it. We don't want to see it because it's not our usual. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a good thing. Think about that. Now, confidence is your key to success. That kind of makes sense now, because you need to, confidence also represents the strength card right here. Being confident that whatever relationship this is could see it through, make it through. It could be the one. I don't usually say that, but this is a very, very powerful blob right here. But lovely reading, Cancer. Please make the most of the rest of the year. These 2 weeks are going to be a little difficult because of the planetary transits, but I would welcome that pain and that change. We need it. Let that transformation come about for you. All right? Leave behind what is not serving you. Walk away from any kind of toxicity. Start the new year fresh. Okay? Happy holidays. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.